Many tunes just use 1, 4, and 5 chords. Some tunes use other chords. One of the most common are called secondary dominants. We look at that here. There's a PDF file that goes with this video. To get it, go to www.petemartin.info, click Videos, and scroll down to the Music Theory videos. It really helps my channel if you click like, so please do that so more folks can find these videos. I really appreciate it. The videos in this series are designed to be viewed in order, with new knowledge built on previously learned material. If you are new to this series, I suggest you go back to video 1 and proceed from there. You can find these and all the PDF files at the website described previously. Here is the best definition I can find. A secondary dominant is any chord that has the dominant function over another chord that is not the tonic of the song. What does all that gobbledygook mean? The tonic is the one chord of the song. For example, the G major chord in the key of G. A secondary dominant is a dominant seventh chord that resolves to a chord that is not 1. We saw in video number 8 that the role of the dominant 7 chord is to clash, then resolve to a major chord a fifth away. We saw that 5 dominant, or 5-7, resolves to 1. But many times this is not the case. Play the chord progression A7, D7, and G in example 1. Notice the clash of the A7 chord seems to temporarily resolve when we get to D7. To make this more obvious, let's add a couple of more chords to this progression. See this in example 2. Did you hear there is something very different about the A7 chord? Look at this. Notice the A7 chord has the note C sharp that is not in the key of G. This out of key note really changes the sound. Another thing that happens in this chord progression is a very cool half-step descending motion in the chord progression. This is the note C sharp in the A7 chord to C natural in the D7 chord to B in the G chord. See this in example 3. If you find this video useful, I ask that you consider supporting this channel and my website through my Patreon page, www.patreon.com/PeteMartin. For a very low monthly price, you allow me to keep adding content on my YouTube channel and website. I also teach online lessons and in person in Seattle if anyone is interested. Please check out my website, www.petemartin.info, where I have free recordings, transcriptions, articles, videos on many music subjects, and info on the numerous instruction books I sell. Thank you. The interval, or musical distance of A to D to G, is a fourth ascending or fifth descending. We will look at this closer in the next video of the series, which covers the circle of fifths. If I start on an A note and descend the scale, it is 5 notes to D. If I start on D note and descend the scale, it is 5 notes to G. See this in example 4. The root notes of chords descending in this fifth motion is a very common occurrence. Jazz tunes of the Great American Songbook are full of progressions like this. Play the progression B7, E7, A7, D7, and G. Notice how satisfying this progression is once you get back to G. It seems like a long journey, and we have finally come back home. See this in example 5. The B7, E7, and A7 chords in example 5 are all secondary dominants. Their function is to move to a new chord a fifth lower that is not 1. They create a natural movement that makes the progression sound interesting. Here is a very small list of folk and jazz tunes that use secondary dominants. Go listen to some of these and identify the secondary dominants. Your assignment is to be able to identify secondary dominant chords and learn some pieces where they are used. Be sure to subscribe, click the bell icon to be notified of new videos, click like, and check out my website and Patreon page. I'm Pete Martin. Thanks for watching.